Hey everyone, this is Karen from Blue Rooster Farm, and today we're back in the kitchen. Today we are making eclair cake, and it's not really a cake, and it doesn't require any baking. It is super simple, and it is quick and easy, but everybody's going to love it. So stick around and I'll show you how to make it. Thanks for sticking around, friends. Like I said, we are going to be making eclair cake today, and it's a no-bake dessert. It can taste like somebody's baked something and worked really hard to make it, but you haven't, and it's super easy to put together. The only downside to this cake is that you have to let it sit in the refrigerator overnight or many hours so that the graham crackers will soften up. So if you can wait that long, you'll love this cake. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some graham crackers, and we're going to be layering this dessert kind of like you do lasagna. And our first layer is just going to be a layer of graham crackers. So I have a 13 by 9 glass pan. You can use metal if you want. And you can use different sizes, but you might have a different number of layers. You might have to make more or less of your pudding mixture, but this is how the recipe goes. So I've put butter on the bottom. I made a layer of graham crackers. Now I'm going to set that aside while I mix up the pudding mix. So for this, you're going to need 2 small boxes of French vanilla pudding. Now, in reality, you could use any flavor you wanted, but if you want it to be like an eclair, then you would use a vanilla or French vanilla. And so we're going to take 2 packages, regular pudding or instant pudding, I should say. And we're just going to pour that in our bowl. I just love these pudding desserts because they're just so easy. They don't heat up your kitchen in the summertime, and everybody loves them. All right, so there we have our 2 boxes of instant pudding. Then we're going to take 3½ cups of milk. So let's add 3½ cups cold milk. There's 2. And 1½ that makes 3½. And let me grab a whisk. You know, just when you think you have everything laid out, it's like, oh, I need that too. That's okay. This is real life. All right, so we just mix this together just like you're making pudding or pie filling. Just make sure you get the dry spots at the bottom. So I'll take my spatula and run it across the bottom. And one thing that I like to do to make this just a little bit better, because you know me, I've always got to do something to the recipe. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla. Now you could add a little almond flavoring with it too, but today I'm just going to add a little bit extra vanilla. So just about a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, that's starting to thicken up a little bit. Not hard, like I said, we're just about done. Now we're going to take some Cool Whip, And what you need is 9 or 10 ounces, and this is 16. So I'm going to use just a little over half of this. So I'm going to put this in. And I've waited till this has started to thicken up a little, and it has. And I think I'm going to use my spatula now to fold it in. So see how the pudding has thickened? So now we're just going to fold that in. And a fold is just you take the spatula, go along the outside of the bowl or the inside of the bowl there and bring it over and just turn your bowl as you do that. So it's kind of gentle with the ingredients, but mixing them in, not deflating the Cool Whip. Okay, and as soon as you don't see any more of the white streaks of the Cool Whip, you know you are ready. So simple. So now we go back to our layers of graham crackers, and we are going to put half of this mixture on the graham crackers and just smooth it out. Okay, then we're going to take another layer of graham crackers and do the same thing. And as you know with these pans, they flare on the sides a little bit. So this next layer, we are going to have to add a little bit extra on this side, and that's fine. And this takes just about a whole box of graham crackers. Okay, so we've got an edge over here, and I think I can just follow the breaks and break it into a fourth like this, and lay it there, and there, and there. And I think I can even get a little, let me see, a little over here. Okay, that way everybody, when they get a piece, gets plenty of the graham cracker. Okay, so graham crackers, pudding mixture, graham crackers, pudding mixture. And then we use the rest of this on top. Get it all the way to the edge. Get it level. Okay, this is going to be tasted after a while. Especially since I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to try this out. Crackers, pudding, crackers, pudding, crackers. We'll do the same thing. For some reason, I had 2 boxes of graham crackers open, and they were both missing just one sleeve. I guess I didn't see the ones open when I cooked last time with them. Okay, so this time we have a little extra space down here, and I can get a whole half of one in there. You can see that. And I'm trying to get it the pudding pretty much covered up because we're going to put an icing over this. So I'm going to bring this over so you can see how we've got it laid out. There we go. So we've just got it laid out like that. Okay. The next thing we do is we take another convenience item, chocolate creamy, this is dark chocolate fudge, Duncan Hines icing. You can use any chocolate that you like. If you want to get it true to an Eclair, keep it chocolate. If you want a different flavor icing, you can choose any flavor you like. Now, this right here is too thick to go on smoothly. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds and we're going to stir it, and then we'll put it a little longer because we just want it to get soft enough that it's just about pourable. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, on my microwave, after 15 seconds, it's just starting to get just a little bit warm. So I'm going to do another 15 seconds and I'll bring you back. It's mostly at the bottom that it's warm. So I'm going to stick this back in, try another 15 seconds. We'll check again. We want to keep checking. We don't want to overheat it. Okay, another 15 seconds. It's getting there. It's just about there. Just about. I'm going to give it a good stir. Because this is sugar, it does heat up a lot quicker. Anything with sugar will heat up a lot quicker in a microwave. Okay, so we're going to do 10 seconds. Okay, so that was 10 seconds. So far I have done it for 15, 15, and 10, 45 seconds. Different microwaves take a different amount of time. So be sure you do small amounts and check. And I can tell it is pourable, but it's not hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's not bubbling or anything like that. It's just the right consistency. If it gets too hot, it's going to melt a lot of your pudding and stuff like that. So you don't want it too hot. So what we're going to do, give it a good stir, and we're going to pour this on. Make sure you can see here. Better. That looks good. Boy, if I had you close up, you would be starving right now. Okay, so then you see how it's pretty much leveled out. I'm just going to push that icing. You don't want to push too hard. And I'm just going to push it to the edges. And I can tell it's already cooling down when it hits the cool graham crackers and pudding. Now, if you didn't want to use store-bought, and I've done my own many times, you can take chocolate chips, melt them, add a little cream and powdered sugar, and mix that together. Or you can use the same icing that I used for the Mississippi mud cake. That is just powdered sugar, butter, and cocoa, and a little milk. Or if you have a favorite icing of your own, you can certainly use that. So there we go. You know, even though this is good, it doesn't compare to homemade. We all know that, but it's easy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick this in the refrigerator like this, and then I'll put a cover on it, and it's going to stay in there overnight. This is about 5 o'clock in the evening right now, and then tomorrow at dinner time, we've got our dessert. So I hope you enjoy this recipe and you like it. Um, it will. What happens while it's in the refrigerator is those graham crackers become very soft and cake-like and absorb all that extra moisture in there. So you can slice it and scoop it out and put it down on a plate just like a cake, and it tastes so good, so good, and so light and so refreshing. It is addictive, so be careful. This one's Eclair cake, super simple, super delicious. I hope you like this. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe, and come back on my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.